Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh.
And I'm Mary, and we are a Co-ople of nerds. And today we are going to be responding to Generation Pixel's video showing you our top 5 most embarrassing things from our collection and the top 5 things we're most proud of from our collection. Before we begin, don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Alright, so Generation Pixel, once again, is giving me more work to do than my boss. So, we went through and it was exceedingly tough to pick things that we're proud of in the game room. Because, like, we've kind of shown the games that we love the most or played the most. We've shown those a lot, so we kind of went with more of a prideful thing, but then it's like, well, realistically all you did was buy them. So, I'm that proud of something you bought. So, it was a little tricky. Now, we
don't have a ton of rare finds either.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and a rare find would be something to be a little more proud of, but we don't have a ton
Especially
of
if you found it in the wild,
yeah.
like at a garage sale or flea market, I think the pride level goes up. But if you just bought it on eBay and
like
paid
that,
market value
that
for
Tiffany
it.
lamp I found at Goodwill for $2 and it was a $160 lamp. And it was half off day, so I bought it for $1.
Alright, so our first prideful thing is obviously the X-Men wall. It's back in all of its glory. It did have to take a little bit of a diet, just because this wall has a little more things in it. It's got the 2 electric boxes and door that swings out over there.
And one that swings out over here.
Yeah.
So
basically,
and we're on the opposite wall.
Right. So we cut some of the
duplicate ones.
Yeah, so it's like if they did a color mod or a color variant, we would keep the one that we like the most and cut the rest. And it still all fit, so I'm happy with that.
And we kept the other ones. We still have them.
Right,
They're just not on display right now.
They're in storage.
Yeah.
And it's almost, it's complete in my eyes. There's, by the book, I'm missing 2 figures, and those 2 figures are more expensive than I'm willing to pay. So, they're both in the numerous hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, that's a lot. So,
number one embarrassing thing, as soon as he tagged me, or while he was doing the video, this is the game I was thinking of. So, it's Grandia. You know, well, that's not embarrassing. Grandia is a great game, and it's decently valuable. The thing is, I have Grandia in a plastic sleeve. I have not found, because it's 2 discs, I have not found a double-decker CD case for it. So, both discs in a little plastic baggie that I got at Half Price Books.
A very valuable game that we're not protected properly.
That's pretty embarrassing. Okay, our next thing we're proud of in our game collection is actually this will be in our pickups video coming in a couple weeks. Well, we got a bronze. It's probably not really bronze. A bronze Mario bust.
That is so cool.
It was
one of those things where I was just trying to look for decorations for the game room when I found this, and I was just like, I never would have thought of that.
Right.
And it's just so unique in my mind.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything like that before. It looks like it doesn't look made for kids, and typically Mario is just super bright and colorful, and everything's made for kids, and that like, just looks like
I want to put it on my desk at my office because it looks so serious, and yet it's Mario.
Right. Our next embarrassing thing. So we have a copy of Style Savvy for the DS. Now, technically, that is for our daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe Mary. If she wants to up her style game. But we also have a second copy of Style Savvy in our shelf that doesn't have the game in it. We just had 2 copies sitting right side by side to each other. I don't know why.
2 copies of a horrible game, and one of them didn't even have the game in it. Because we had it in the pile, like, okay, we need to probably get rid of this.
Right,
yeah. Point of time, and then we open it, and there's not even a game in there. Like, how did we come across just a case?
Yeah.
How did that end up in our collection?
It had to be a lot pickup, and just they didn't have the game.
We weren't paying close enough attention, which is embarrassing.
Up next, this one was just on the pickups video. Mary's Paper Pal. So this is a toy from her childhood. I bought it for her again for, was it your birthday or Christmas?
It was for my birthday.
Okay.
And I have to work to keep it away from the kids. Because they actually like it. Somebody said, oh, that looks scary. I'd be scared. It's creepy. I'm like, my kids like it. They want to play with it. And when I was little, I liked it. It was my favorite toy. I don't know why I ever got rid of it.
We definitely wouldn't have had the box, so it looks really nice in the game.
Yeah, it's really cool in the box.
Okay, this one is another one that's not going to seem embarrassing when you first see it. We're going to go with Super Mario Brothers on the NES. The reason this is embarrassing is I have never beat Super Mario Brothers on the NES.
No.
No, before the internet rips me apart. I didn't grow up with the NES. I didn't have this game until my 30s. And Nintendo games are tough.
As much as I love Mario, it's really sad to say that I might have the first 2 levels of that memorized, but I can't quite go beyond that. I'm not the greatest gamer.
Right. We need... This might be one of those games that we just have to set aside time, play it until we beat it.
Yeah.
So I'll beat it first, and then in 6 months you can beat it later.
I can try. I'm just not very good. The problem with these older games is that you have so many lives, you die, you start all the way back at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's not like modern games where you could die 1,000 times and you just keep playing.
Yeah.
Gotta go easy on me.
Our next game that we're proud of is Shining Force 2. I always talk about this game, so you're probably bored of me talking about it. But the reason this one is in there is because this is my original copy. So every other system I had, when I got the new system, I would trade in all my games. I'd go to Funko Land or whatever it was at the time and trade them all in. And for whatever dumb reason, because I wouldn't have had a Sega, whatever dumb reason, I kept this. I know it's because I loved it, but I traded this in for a PlayStation, so what am I going to do with a Sega? I don't know, but I just randomly kept it my entire... That game has only been owned by me ever, and it's just stayed with me. Like, through all the moves and house changes. I just recently bought that Sega.
Yeah, so. And even when, we moved in together, you didn't have that much stuff. So, you're not one to save a whole bunch of stuff.
No, I'm not the most sentimental guy. So our next embarrassing game, Playboy the Mansion.
I can't remember. How did we get this one? This one came out a lot?
No, this was... So it's not complete, no manual. So Video Games Monthly posted on Facebook saying, hey, we had a copy of this. Does anyone want it? I assume they didn't want to put it in the monthly boxes because of its adult nature. Mm-hmm. And I guess if some mom ordered Video Games Monthly for their kid, then all of a sudden Playboy showed up, they might be a little upset. So I just chimed in and said, I'll take it, thinking I'd never win. And of course I won, and they gave me Playboy.
Nobody else was willing to speak up?
I guess not. I don't know. I played it a little bit. It's The Sims and the Playboy Mansion. There's one button and it triggers to throw a party, and that's
Okay.
It's
I like The Sims though.
Yeah, maybe you should try it out.
Yeah.
Try out the Playboy game. No, as I probably got this, maybe not before her daughter was born. Before I really started thinking about it, she probably would have been 2 at the time. Probably need to get rid of that one.
I think it's funny.
It's funny, but you don't want your daughter saying, "Hey, what's Playboy?"
Yeah, she doesn't get to play that game.
All right, next prideful thing. I've talked about this game a lot too. So Mary surprised me with this,
And I got lucky you didn't
put
jump
it
on
in the horrible. She decided to put it in my bed and pull the blanket over it, so that way when I got into bed I would grab the blanket and pull. Well, she doesn't realize sometimes I just flop my fat butt on the bed.
Sometimes you just jump. I mean, like, jump.
Yeah.
Onto the bed. I didn't consider that at the time. I probably should consider that. Because this is expensive.
And I think I went to plop down, and I think you had to stop me, right? So the game is Hero Quest. Now they recently remade this. We didn't get that version. We got this one. We got the old school one.
It was complete other than it's missing, I think, 6 of the red dice.
It's missing the dice. So you can use other dice and just assign, like, well, all 1s will be shields and all 2s will be monster attacks, etc., etc. I would eventually like to find dice for this, and I think you can.
You can find them on eBay.
I'll find repros. But, once the kids get old enough, we're all going to sit down and play this. And I will be the dungeon master / villain, because villains are the best. But this was a game that, growing up, I didn't have, but I really, really wanted. It was too expensive. And I just remember sitting in the store just staring at it, wondering what it could possibly be.
It's got a lot of cool components to it, too.
Yes. It's got furniture.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy. Even games today don't have furniture. So our last embarrassing game is sort of
It was a gift to our children.
Right, it's almost embarrassing twice, because this is our second version of it. So we had one
for our son,
and it dried up and we threw it away. And then, like, literally that following Christmas, we got it again. This time in unicorn version. Don't step in it.
Yep.
So basically what you do...
We thought we were done with this.
It came back, but pink.
Yes.
So basically what this is you make Play-Doh poos, you put it on a mat, you wear a blindfold, you spin to determine how many poos, if you add or remove poos, if you move the poos around, put a blindfold on, and walk the number of steps that you spun.
Yeah.
Trying not to step in poo. Well, one thing they didn't think about was dirty feet and Play-Doh.
Yeah.
That does not mix. That is gross. Okay, don't step in it.
Our kids love this game.
The good thing is it has a very limited shelf life, because once that Play-Doh dries up,
technically you could just, Play-Doh's at the dollar store. You could technically just go buy more Play-Doh.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
This Play-Doh is
I'm not buying
special
more Play-Doh.
for this game. We've already lost the pink Play-Doh. It's gone. So we got yellow, purple, and...
It's like a bluish green.
Yeah. Turquoise, maybe. So that is it. Once again, we want to thank Generation Pixel for inviting us to do this challenge. And I swear I'm making a challenge right now in my head. You better do it. You understand? Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Yeah.
We didn't have the kids last night. What did we do for fun?
Slept. That's what we always do for fun. Catch up on the sleep they never allow us to have.
That's right. I probably got about 14 hours last night. Oh, give or take. Some bathroom breaks.
Next weekend.
Yeah. Founders, KBS. Hit me up. This is that powerful. This is a powerful one.
So it's really, what's the percentage?
12.
Oh my gosh.
It's time to party.